Hello everyone, here's Aaron the Black Dragon, and welcome to a world in grayscale. Yeah, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. We're up on the mountain where last time we climbed all the way up, fought a storm bird, just to make our way inside of the ruins of Gaia Prime. And I stopped right before that because today we're gonna tackle everything that is inside of Gaia Prime and find out what has happened, what's going on. And then we're gonna have the next episode. Obviously. So I don't know how long this will be, I just know that this will take obviously some time. Also, I just want you to notice that this looks freaking gorgeous. Also, will we have a cutscene right here?
Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Well, then it's time to go in. Climb up the outcrop. Well, this will be a fun one because we have to do
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
I mean, I cannot fly, that's the sad thing here. Ooh. Calm, cool and collected.
Down.
It's fine, Aloy. We're not gonna die. I say, fully well knowing that I'm the one who will most likely fudge this whole thing up. But yeah, this place when you come in here, the lighting and everything, it looks just gorgeous. Gaia Prime. There's a lot going on here. So, without further ado, let's go inside and see.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
I mean, looks nice. Anyway.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. And by the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Well, thank you for not putting any sort of stress on me. Also, let's pick the right kind of arrows. Oh. Activate the scan!
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Thank you.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Thank you.
Mind your footing.
I am. Don't worry, Silence, I am. I may be an idiot, but I'm a capable idiot. So, there you go. Gaia Prime arrival log.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
That was one of the first times that I actually felt that Travis had a point with actual media. I still don't like him, but he had a point for once. Ooh, rumbly. Yeah. Stuff down there. Well, are we ready to go down deeper? The answer is yes. Nothing to it but to do it. Hearing the beams rattle and snarl at us.
Guess that's my way across.
Yes, it sure is. Always want to check out stuff here because I think that's just the way up to get some herbs. I try to recall where stuff is that I'm looking for because there's some stuff around here that I want to collect, and I try to remember where that was. I think here. What was here? There we go.
Another power cell. I only need one more to get to that ancient armor I found.
Yes, that is what I was looking for, that power cell right there. I feel like, rather harshly at this actually, that I missed one, because I think that is supposed to be the last one that I collect. Might have to look that up so that we can do that next time. Woo! Ooh. Hold on there, Aloy. Wait, what? Wait, there. There's...
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do that. Aloy, you're much more
Glad that's over.
much more capable than I am. And brave at that as well, because I would probably... yeah, never do that. Dropping the ledge. Actually, just drop it completely. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
This way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Yeah, no, that's a dead end here. In that case, let's climb. If everything else fails, can we please... Not where I wanted to go, Aloy. In these weirdly shaped places, it's a little bit difficult to figure out which way to push the stick to actually get up.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Well, you see what nature can do. And a big explosion at that as well. Nature and explosions. Because the explosion broke all of that free from its metal carcass. And nature then just went in. Charles Ronson.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Well... They all had to make such extremely harsh choices in what they wanted to do and when, what order. Makes you think. But that's what I like about this game is just the amount of oof that you get later on in the story. Because it starts off simple enough, but dang.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow.
Okay. Oh gosh, sorry, Silence. Wait.
Powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Let's see, also I want to read them. Like, that's actually what I want to do. Let's just blub blub blub. Go over these things. And I think... So back, yeah. File damaged, under repair, under repair, under repair, under repair, and under repair. Yep. Can't really do anything with them. Let's hope eventually we will get to know what they say. What else? Oh, nothing in here. Oh yeah, the stalkers. Haven't taken a good look in here in a while. As you can see, we're still missing one more thing in here. Oh yeah, just ambushes with light-bending stealth abilities, explosive mines and a powerful ranged attack. Get some good stuff from them. There's all of these things here as well, but they are for later. But yeah, we're still missing one thing in here. For quests, we have dealt with all of the corrupted zones. I don't know what you wanted to do for me there. We have the stranded figure. We only miss one more. I feel like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to be wary of what I'm doing in here, because I think there are 4 of these in total. And I think the last one is in this place, so I also need to keep a lookout for that. Also, we have 3 points here. Strong Strike, Quiet Sprint, Knockdown, Combat Override Plus, Tinkerer, Mount Repair. Let's get Knockdown. At this point, I'm not too... Whoopsie. Sorry. Not to pick on what I take anymore. Is there actually a way forward from in here? No, in here is nothing. In here is nothing. Is it though? I feel like I'm confused right now on where to go. Because here is... Oh no, there's something. Okay, good. Never mind. I am the idiot. Everyone who didn't know that. You're welcome. I told you just now. Sorry.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Interesting. It looks like blood cells. Flowers. Oh, it's a mural?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Well, that sure is heavy, isn't it? What do you think, Silence? Also, there's more to do here. Gonna do that in a second, though.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Well, we go on in a moment here. We have still some stuff to listen to. Charles Ronson.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Okay. Whoops. Travis! Well, that will be interesting.
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
That was, again, surprisingly wholesome for Travis. He is surprising at times. Rest in peace.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
That's all? Thanks, Ted. So the Lightseeker protocol is probably what brought us back to life in that case, because he was talking about just one Elizabeth Sobek. So Lightseeker protocol is probably that all of them in here had like their DNA copied so that they can be brought back to life once things are done and things are better. Assumption. But apparently Elizabeth shut it down for reasons, which is totally understandable. And yet Gaia used it at the end to bring Elizabeth back because, I mean, we got the story behind that. Hello, it is I. I want to find more stuff that's interesting. I have a lot of doors to pry open here. Let's see what we find in here. First of all, another log from... Luthia.
All right. Let's start over from Luthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein. May I seek outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor, Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
That was a nice little ending there. Call control log.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can you do?
I mean, it's still Ted Farrow. I suspect that this guy can do a lot of bad if he wants to. Even though Ted thus far in this episode has been kind of understandable. Trust me, I still don't like him. With the exception of that log right there where he was apparently rather creepy, which, you know what, sounds on brand for Ted. Not Ted. Travis. Sorry, Ted, did not mean to throw you under the bus. I meant Travis in this situation. Well, they're both dead. Technically, I do not need to care about them. Technically.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Yep, I'm on my way. I hate it when the game stops your jump and makes you latch onto something, because it looks way creepier than it needs to. Doesn't look like I can jump up there. So let's take the creepy path. Up we go. What do we have here? The solution?
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke, make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
I also don't like what Ted is talking about here. This right here seems most likely to be a way to get myself killed. So I need to find something that I can climb up on. Nope, there it is. Sorry, did not mean to bonk your head there. More climbables, please. It's really hard to see them in this kind of like lighting and shading and the like particle effects and everything. Gray tinge above everything. It's kind of difficult to see at times.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
Okay. Ted? I'm gonna blame you for whatever happened here. Let's see.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who'll come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Captain atmosphere.
Why are you this purple? Anyway.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated. Turned to dust. Scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Well, good job, Ted. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, Ted, you're also a dick. I mean, it is curse and knowledge, but also...
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Well, that sounds easier than it probably will be. Return to Silence's workshop. Let's go. And also make sure to check every little corner, because I think there is something in here that I want to have still, but I'm not 100% sure. I cannot pick up Healy stuff. Always okay when I cannot pick up any of that, because that means I have enough. Also, I didn't need any of it in this place, so it's also good to know. Checking around here really quickly, not like I think there's anything here, but no, who knows? Because I'm running on this semi-blind. Least you forget. Okay, see.
Try not to fall to your death.
Latch on.
Override doesn't override gravity.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, run and jump. There we go.
Keep holding, keep holding.
We're fine. Oh, we nearly just jumped down there and died though, because we didn't latch onto it, so... Yeah. That gave me a little bit of a weird feeling in the stomach. Anyway, I need to get back up there, which I guess is right here. Come on. Get your grip and up we go. So I hope I found everything that I can find in here. But let's just say I did. Uppus, right here. Of course I was looking the other way first. Come on, Aloy. I think I should have just stuck on the wall here. There we go. Confusing! Okay, anyway.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it. Until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Well, Silence, you're still kind of a dick. What do we have here? Did I miss that the first time? Buried shadows. No, that has to be new.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahamas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Ahriman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Ahriman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Well, who would have thought that Hades is an actor? What else? First meeting.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine.
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sanctum's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan frame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
Well, that must have been a process to get something out of Hades. Anyway, let's get to working, I say. The mountain that fell. Recovered a powerful weapon. Now we have a beautiful new thing to play with. Honestly, I can't wait for Forbidden West when we get even more cool new stuff.
That the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode right here now. Been long enough. And what I'm gonna do in between is really quickly check out where to find the missing power cell, because I'm pretty sure the power cell that we got in here was supposed to be the last one that we got. So I need to figure out where we get the last one. Then we're gonna do that next episode, and then we're gonna go and get ourselves an ancient armor before we continue on with the story. Or we do something else. I don't know if there's anything else to do. But anyway. That's going to be it for today. Hope you all enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye.